Hello everybody, it's Demon Walker here, and today I'm going to unbox the third box of Reluctant that I have. So it's actually the third box in one day. I kind of wanted to see if my luck on these would continue rolling. I've pulled 2 redeem cards already, so let's see if I end up with a third. Will my standard seller get to wonder what the heck happened? So I did put some of my cards up in these boxes. These are huge boxes in terms of like just a single card. So just to kind of compare to the cards that came in the box last time, it's almost an extra card on there. Unfortunately, that means it doesn't make for a good deck box unless you're using it for like tarot cards. Alright, let's get into it once I've fixed my scissors. There we go. I was due for one of those at some point. Alright. And off the bat, we've got a pretty nice start. Still not a ton of dupes. I will have to censor this, most likely. She's showing a bit too much for YouTube, I think. I don't know the character, though. But it is that HR rare. I probably only have one more of these per the box, based off the first 2. Very nice. And second card is an SR of another Genshin character. I don't know the name of this one. This is one of those, it's just a little bit too generic for me to remember. Very nice artwork of her. She does look very pretty. I feel like this is the first box I've been able to say Genshin characters look good. Alright, and there's my second HR rarity. So it seems like they kind of front load those towards the top of the box. It's a good thing these aren't really meant to be bought as singles and just as the entire thing. Again, this is like one of those weird half dresses. I honestly don't understand it very much, but I mean, whatever. Also, I think the button right there is supposed to be a little bit lower. I mean, it could be the angle, but I feel like that's just not anatomically correct. Otherwise, the girl itself is pretty nice. Alright, and I do not know this one. Yeah. It's harder to tell because of the sparkle rarity, but it doesn't look as great. This is one of the weaker ones in the set, but I mean, you gotta have a few flops, I suppose. I mean, even Magic does it, but a lot of Magics are good for draft chaff at least. Pack 3. I feel like I have this girl already. So pretty sure this one is just a dupe. And here is my 1 GP, the foot rarity. And at least I haven't gotten a dupe of these yet. I will be disappointed if I do. But I'm pretty sure I'll have to censor this one up. Not bad. I mean, I'll take more of that rarity. They can give me more. But I think these boxes are a lot more strict on their how much you get per box. Ooh. Alright, Hatsune Miku. So, I don't like these TR rarities so far, but this is definitely the best one. Partially because it's Miku. And partially because I think the art on this one just looks a little bit better. She's got most of her battery life still. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this just has a redeem per box? That's a little weird. Yeah, this is 3 redeems in 3 boxes. Waifu, I thank you. for giving me such loaded boxes, I suppose. Holy crap. As of the moment of this recording, I currently have 5 redeems still to go talk to Waifu about. Alright, this is a blue archive character. That's the extent of my knowledge on her. I've seen a lot of works with her, of the alternative time kind. I don't generally like the blue archive works. At the very least, she is not one of the lolly characters from Blue Archive. There's definitely a ton of those in there. That is what, a normal rare? And we got another Rem. So this is the first of these nurse rares where they don't have the needles in a particularly immediately dangerous location. She's got this one in her hand, and she's got that one on the bed that she's not immediately on. Now, as long as she doesn't, like, lie down, it should be fine. So, you know, Rem is the smartest of the nurses, I guess. I wonder if there's a Ram in this set. Probably not. It seems like nobody really likes Ram. But we have an Amelia. A very nice Amelia. I don't really like looting Amelia as much, because mentally, as of the current arc, I think she's only like 14. Granted, like, physically, she's, I think, 18, and her technical date of birth is like 118 years ago in universe. But because she spent most of that time frozen in ice, she didn't mentally age very much. Alright, I don't know if this is the same puzzle still or not. I have gotten off-the-wall pieces on every single one of these, and, like, none of them are connected. This is definitely not a puzzle I'll be completing. Not without somebody selling me the extra pieces, I suppose. I mean, it did have Yai Miku. That's nice. Alright, pack 7. Ooh. That is Freyren showing off the pits and whatever tits she has, I suppose. Hyper detailed on this one for no good reason. I don't really like it that much. Like, that looks a little weird right there. Like, all of this area looks kind of wonky. This is definitely one of those clearly AI generated cards. So definitely one of my least favorites. Alright, here is my police rarity. The URs. I don't remember who this chick is. I've seen her several times at this point. This is probably the least lewd of these so far. Not that say this isn't a lewd card, just this is the least lewd of the 3 of these I've gotten. Alright, and let's see what pack number 8 brings us. Alright, I believe this is a dupe of Barbara. I'm pretty sure I pulled her in box number 2. Nothing I could say on a dupe. And, ooh, at least this is a new SSR, and it's of the girl I got my police rarity in. Not bad, but, like, what is this swimsuit? I guess at least it has something there. But, there's nothing that's, like, connecting there. So I don't know how that's being held on. Very nice card. So yeah, there's a pretty decent spread overall of these different rarities. It seems it's pretty consistent among what you get per box. It's designed to make you buy a case. Alright, and as for the hit pack, This is a metal card. Ooh. 34 out of 288. This is heavy. Is this Farina playing a video game? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's metal. That has a very satisfying sound when it falls. That's neat. It's my first metal card, but I don't know how much I really care about this one. I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but it wouldn't have been my first choice. Alright, that is box number 3, though, of Reluctant. I was reluctant to get these, and so far I've been extremely lucky. Like, holy crap. I'm gonna probably send a message in the Discord to see what the usual hit rates are on redeems, because 3 in a row is kind of ridiculous. But that'll be it for this time. I will see you all next time.